Hello everyone! Today we're bringing you a brand new episode that we're sure you'll all enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss any new content, because we post a fresh and exciting episode every day. Now, let's get started with the video. Enjoy watching! This is an absolute firestorm that has ripped through the NFL. And it centres on an unthinkable war of words. In one corner, Hall of Famer Coach Prime Sanders and Academy Award winner Jamie Foxx. In the other, a top credentialed league insider. They are fighting over the development, or lack thereof, of one young quarterback, Shedeur Sanders, and whether his coach is a mentor or a saboteur. An elite reporter has been publicly accused of an outright lie, and the real story behind this controversy is far more explosive than you've heard. Get ready, because the truth about who really developed Shedeur is about to be revealed. For years, Mary Kay Cabot was gospel truth. She's covered the team through countless controversies, regime changes, and quarterback cycles, building an unparalleled level of access and credibility within the organization. So when she speaks about what's happening behind closed doors, the entire sports world listens. That's why her recent claims about Shedeur Sanders are so damaging. NKC went on the record to defend Coach Kevin Stefanski's handling of the young star, but in doing so, she pushed a narrative that directly contradicts everything we've seen. She essentially claimed that Shedeur was a raw project upon arrival, shockingly lacking high football acumen. She then attributed his lightning-quick development not to his talent, but to Stefanski spending extra time with him every damn day, teaching him the pro concepts he allegedly didn't understand. Think about that for a second. To suggest a player coached since childhood by his Hall of Fame father, who grew up immersed in the highest levels of football, was some intellectually deficient project is not just inaccurate. It's a direct, insulting attempt to rewrite the player's entire story. But her spin didn't last long, because Hollywood was watching. That's when an unexpected, powerful player entered the chat. Jamie Foxx. Foxx isn't just an Academy Award winner. He's a serious football fanatic who famously played a legendary quarterback in the movie Any Given Sunday, giving him a unique cultural understanding of quarterback dynamics. He saw MKC's narrative and publicly issued a two-word, concise and absolutely devastating rebuttal. Knock it off! This was no random troll attack. This was a celebrity with a massive platform and respected football background, telling a top league insider to stop the PR spin. Foxx was calling out the obvious fabrication, demanding she stop trying to protect the coaching staff at the expense of reality. He recognized the narrative for what it was, an organizational attempt to cover up a mistake. And as powerful as Fox's call-out was, the next reaction was a generational one. Jamie Foxx's public shutdown received the ultimate cosign from the one person who knows the complete, undeniable truth about Shedeur Sanders. His father, Coach Prime. Sanders immediately jumped in to publicly thank Foxx, essentially confirming that the reporter was pushing a false narrative. This isn't just a father defending his son. This is a Hall of Famer, a lifelong elite coach, contradicting a reporter's claims about his own son's development. That public thank you tells you everything about how the Sanders family feels about MKC's reporting. The truth is Shedeur himself has stated on the record that everything he knows about the game, every piece of his elite football knowledge, was instilled by his father long before he ever wore a Browns uniform. For a reporter to suggest a quick development happened only due to Stefanski's recent efforts is not just inaccurate, it's dismissive of years and years of work that Coach Prime put into his son's career. But the lies get even deeper when you look at the actual timeline of events. To understand the shocking nature of MKC's claim, you have to remember what actually happened this season. The team sold the media and the fans on a four-way quarterback competition. We now know that was a complete farce. Shedeur was consistently buried on the depth chart, denied first-team reps for most of training camp, and given no fair opportunity to compete. He wasn't developed by Stefanski. He was ignored until all other options had failed so spectacularly that the team had no choice but to play him. And even after Shedeur proved he was the best man for the job, we saw Stefanski make baffling, almost unforgivable decisions, like pulling him during critical two-point conversion attempts. That is the behavior of a coach who doesn't trust a player, not a dedicated mentor. This is the exact reason why Tom Brady, the greatest QB ever, went on national television and absolutely destroyed Stefanski for his handling of the situation. Brady's argument was that Shedeur had earned the right to finish what he started through his on-field performance, a narrative that completely obliterates the idea that Shedeur was still a project being nursed along by his coach. The numbers prove Shedeur was ready, which leads us to the smoking gun. Or the smoking gun, damage control. The timing of Mary Kay Cabot's defense of Stefanski is the most suspicious and revealing piece of this whole controversy. Why push this narrative now? She's making these claims after Shedeur won Rookie of the Week, after Tom Brady publicly criticized Stefanski, and after the national narrative turned against the coaching staff. This is not objective reporting. It's an obvious, calculated act of organizational damage control. The coaching staff made questionable decisions, didn't recognize the talent they had, and failed to give their young star a fair chance. Now they are attempting to rewrite history, taking credit for a player's development that primarily happened years ago under Coach Prime. This blatant attempt to spin the truth into a false success story is exactly why Jamie Foxx and Coach Prime stepped in. When a reporter's relationship with the team becomes too cozy, they stop reporting the facts and start serving as a PR mouthpiece. This is an institutional issue in sports journalism, and fans deserve better than a steady diet of organizational excuses. And what happened next would shock everyone. Jamie Foxx telling her to knock it off And Coach Prime's immediate support is more than just a media beef. It's a necessary public rebuke of the kind of reporting that serves management instead of the truth. MKC's credibility has taken a massive hit, and rightfully so. When a celebrity legend and a Hall of Fame father publicly accuse you of pushing a false narrative, you've strayed too far from objectivity. But the silver lining in all of this is that no amount of spin, no organizational PR can change the facts on the field. Shedeur Sanders is proving himself, winning awards, and playing at a high level despite the drama. He is the franchise's future. The only question now is how much more of the official story that fans are fed is just a calculated fabrication, meant to protect those in power and deny credit to where it's truly due. Think about that before you take the next insider report as gospel.